I'm going to do something a little bit different in this video, mostly because I'm bad at planning and sourcing materials. I was originally going to reuse the windows that came with the house because they had no fire damage, and being tilt and slide, they were actually a little bit of an upgrade over the basic sliders. I changed my mind later, however, because I really didn't like the look of the bars on the front windows and was able to find some off-the-shelf options at one of the local box stores. So we get to see me installing an original window and then an upgrade later. This did require some reframing that I'm not showing. The original windows were retrofit, which meant they didn't have a nailing fin, and I'll show you some ways that I used to help deal with that. The new ones did have nailing fins, and they required slightly different insulation. We start with the butyl wrap, and I was surprised to learn that Blueskin isn't actually blue. The stuff I got was white. The little bit of leftover blue butyl wrap was some other brand. Man, that's a tongue twister. Blue butyl. Blue butyl. Just like with roofing, lap everything in the direction of gravity. Butyl the bottom, then the sides, then the top. One of the differences with retrofit windows versus new windows is the timing of the butyl for different sections of the window. For the retrofits, I wrapped the studs with butyl before installing the windows, but with the new windows with the nailing fins, I only wrapped the bottom sill before and the sides and top got butyl after. If you're installing retrofit windows or any windows that don't have a nailing fin, you can put a couple of 2x4s or whatever on the outside and then push the window up to it. That will make it completely flush with the sheathing. Then, when it comes time to trim them later, your life will be much easier. My old windows still had the buck attached. That's just a wood frame around the vinyl, so I removed them and the old spray foam insulation. It took a little while to peel out all the screws. Some of them are quite hidden. Then, because of having braces on the outside, we only needed 2 people to lift the window into place from the inside. When you're installing windows or doors, get a small wrecking bar to help lever things around. After that, it was just finishing up with some shims. Now we're on to the first of the new windows, and I'm installing this one alone. And now, the fun part. Get this pushed about into position. And I'm getting this one in enough that I can still move that around as I need to. And short of completely pushing the bottom out, this shouldn't be able to fall. So now I can go back inside, shim it up, get it all nice and level, and then I can come outside, caulk it down, get some screws in. Okay, so that's part of the problem. I had to trim off the corners of the outside to get the level to sit evenly. I did my shimming, checked it again for level on the outside, and then started caulking. After caulk, then screws. Okay, now with that, I should be able to get this folded back over. We'll get some new Blueskin on in a bit. Ooh, that's pretty easy. Look at that. It opens, it closes, it locks. That's actually quite nice. I approve of that. The last window for this video is one of the replacement ones I mentioned earlier. Look how tough I am installing it entirely alone. I also get to show how the butyl goes over the nail fin and under the house wrap on the sides and the top. On the bottom, it goes over the house wrap. The sides went on first so the top could lap over them. Last is to lay the house wrap over and tape all the seams. Installing windows with nail fins is really quite easy. It doesn't take a lot of tools, so if you have old leaky windows, you might want to consider replacing them. This window is done. Not bad.